Hi, we're back, Scalz 311 and Kotor, and we're working on the murder trial for Sunry. And we just force persuaded pretty much everybody in here to get some information about it.
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so, kind of.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just give it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay, well, I know we can go to the Republic embassy, I believe, down here and get some info, which will give us some experience points and give us a little idea what's going on. Roland here, I believe, is the guy we need to talk to continue the main quest part with the star map. Let's see if we can do the other thing first. Okay, we need clearance to enter.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
Anyway.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are you soldiers loading so much kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Okay. Let's see, I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
That's one possibility.
If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
Yes, I'd like to get in the computer room. Okay, let's talk about the Jedi Council then.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of the ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you want me to do? We could persuade them. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks, but while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, We have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Alright, how do I get in?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Okay, and is there any other way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Let's do the pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Alright, so we got 3 different ways to get into the Sith base, which we have to, I believe, do to continue with our main quest of the star map. But we can come in here and use the computer. Here's the prisoner. We can actually interrogate the prisoner, but there's no real need to, technically, because we don't really get any major information by doing it. So I don't think we can go in here yet. No. Yeah, we don't get any XP, I mean, for it. But we could do that as a way to get into the Sith base. The computer is usually the best way, I think, to do it when it comes to getting actual experience points. There's not no loot here, is there? What's this terminal do? Log off. Oh, it's for the cage. So let's use the computer room and get 2 things done here, then.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck. You're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
Terminal sequences?
The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Well, okay then. So, like I said, in here we can get the info for the Sith base, plus the large computer. Okay, that's all we got is the large computer. Okay. We should be able to get info on the murder trial, too. So if we slice Republic systems, 1 spike, actually, I want to log off and see if our boy can do it, because his computer skills, if I remember correctly, are pretty awesome, right? That's the whole reason I got him, pretty much. His computer use is at 26, and ours is at 0. So let's see if it actually helps us. We still need 1 spike here. Open submarine bay doors for 100 spikes. We don't have that. Access restricted data archives. Disable local power grid. We can't do that. So let's access restricted data archives. Downloading Sunry Incident Archive. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on a wall. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. Uh-oh. Bow chicka bow wow. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Elasa. That's not good. So we have a recording of him killing her. Okay, we can do this stuff. So we got 300 XP for that. We received the recording. And got a journal entry. Saying... Sunry killing the Sith woman. Can you continue your role knowing that the client is guilty? I guess we'll find out. But let's do the other thing here while we're here. Decrypt Sith passcard. Okay. So this is like addition. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. So that's 1 plus 2, then plus 3, then plus 4, then plus 5, then plus 6. So that's 22. Okay. Subtractive matrix. So subtract by 2, subtract by 2, subtract by 1, even, go up 1, and then go up 2. I think it's 18. Okay. Multiplicative 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Yeah. Divisive matrix. So it's divide all the way down, so that is 2. Okay. Exponential matrix. Oh, here's where it gets goofy. 1, 32, 81, 64, 20. What? 32, 81, 64, 25. I think it's 6, and I don't know why, but I think I remember it being 6. I'll look at 6. Yeah, okay, good. Pairs 10. Minus 83 minus... Logarithmic matrix. God, what is this one? 5, 6, 7, 8... What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't remember what this one is. Seven, I think, yeah. I don't remember why it is, but I kind of remember this. Continue. Slice Republic system, 1 spike. Alright. So we got the item then, right? We should have. We got so much crap. I'm not like selling anything. I don't know why, because I'm an idiot, I guess. But whatever. Sith-based pass card. There we go. And we got the murder recording. So we got everything we wanted here.
What?
Okay, so we could talk to the prisoner, but we don't actually get any real experience for that, so we're just going to move on. He just gives us a passcode as well to get in the base. We got that through the computer, though. So let's head out and talk to... Actually, let's throw our speed on. Let's talk to our girl. Thinks this way, because it said about the... See if she knows anything about him cheating on her. I think we have to go all the way through to the next area. We actually got a lot of stuff to do here. A lot of quests. Some of them involve going to that Sith base too, so... here's Alora.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Was Sunry... here, let's see... Your husband might not be so innocent.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay.
I hear you've been appointed as...
How about this data recording I have?
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent.
He might not be so innocent.
This is all a plot.
Ah, come on.
Find the...
I thought we got XP for doing
I hear
this.
you've been appointed...
How about persuading her about the affair?
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and honorable man. How dare you accuse him of such a thing?
Now, Alora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Yeah. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
What should we say? He is a soldier, though.
That was a long time ago. In a war, far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Alright, I'll save him, I guess. I'll just say that.
Find the real evidence.
Alright, so now let's talk to Sunry. He's in here. We gotta talk to the guard. He tells us that he'll lock the door, and we talk to the warden when we want to start the trial. Okay, so let's save here. And let's start our talking.
Jolee, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. So I thought. But the cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, so let's clear up a few things. Well, let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Let's see. There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Well, you have an affair.
Oh, no, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
Okay, let's clear up some stuff.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to.
There's a Rodian who planted evidence.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tybark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
I got this data recording of you killing her.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
Let's see. But the Sith found the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
Let's say, I don't know. I think if we say I won't betray your secret, we'll get dark side points. I don't really want to make him guilty, say that. I don't know, because the best reward I believe you get is if you actually free him as not guilty or innocent. So let's say I don't know.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
I suppose you're right. I won't expose you. If you confess, the court might show mercy. Killing your lover while she sleeps is murder, even if she is a Sith. I suppose you're right. I won't expose you. If you confess, the court might show mercy. I don't know which one to do. I can't remember. I know that's bad. So let's say if you confess, they might show mercy.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
God, I'm pretty sure I won't expose you as a dark side answer. Let's say these are just excuses.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of colto in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid, and it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its colto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, jolee. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
Okay, so we got 1,000 XP for that. I'm pretty sure if you straight up say that I won't turn you in, that you will get dark side points. So I didn't want to do that. So let's tell the warden we're ready to go on with this. I don't think so. I want to begin the trial. Are you certain once the trial has begun it cannot be stopped, and once judgment is given the case can never be reopened? You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. Yeah. Are you deaf, Flipperhead? Let's begin the trial. Very well. Advise the court and we will begin immediately. So now we gotta begin here. Get some XP and some more bonuses. Let the record show that the trial of Sunry vs. Otto City is commenced. The trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Elassa. Represent Sunry in his defense as a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Okay, how are we supposed to do this? Sunry's guilty of the murder has confessed to me. If we say that, it's over, and we get the least amount. If we show the recording as proof, we get, I think, a little bit more XP, but it's pretty much over. We're not going to force persuade him, so we're going to say, I will find Sunry innocent. That remains to be seen. Acting as a prosecutor for the Otto City authorities and impartial observer for the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Don't be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. The first matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Ignis, of the hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. This is important evidence. The court will keep it in mind near the top of the list as the pertinent facts. We will now begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony, you have cross-examined them. You may ask the preceding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by man-on-law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. The first witness is Farith. The prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Farith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Objection, Your Honors. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your questions and do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Farith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Very pertinent point, prosecutor. Because now the defense's turn to cross-examine the witness. Let's see, Alessa's a dark Jedi, isn't she? That's what we want to say.
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and perhaps her intent in dealing with Sunry. Do you have additional questions? Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Your point is well taken, Arya. Do you have additional questions? No. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? Nah. Since the defense has no further questions, we will call out the second witness, the Rodian Glopor. The prosecution will question the witness.
Glopor the Rodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glopor sees Sunry running down the hallway in a Glopor-looking room, Sith woman down on the floor.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Isn't the metal at the crime scene to have... Did you plant the metal on Elassa?
Glopor.
Don't do it, Glopor.
Whoa, the prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glopor? Glopor paid by Sith to plant that metal. You are certain of this? We're certain. This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Did you see Sunry kill Elassa? Glopor not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glopor did see Sunry leaving the room with dead Sith in it. But Glopor not see him really kill Sith. An important distinction, however. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? No. Would you like to poll the judges? No. If the defense has no more questions, the court will call out Elora, Sunry's wife.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
A suspicion for now, prosecutors. The defense have any questions. Was it true he was having an affair?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You've already questioned the witness.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
That was a very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. Any more questions? No. No poll, none of the judges. Does the prosecution have any remaining witnesses to call forth?
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith, you wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you've said quite enough. Do you have any questions? You were going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
The silent prosecutor. This is a valuable point, leads to some credence to your defense. Anything else you wish to ask? I don't think we need to ask anything else. I have no additional questions. Don't need to poll the judges. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by both prosecution and defense. The prosecution will now present in closing its summary of the pertinent facts of this case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elasa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Arbiter? No one actually witnessed the murder. The truth?
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you'll be forcibly ejected from the court. Is there another point you would make? Let's see. The Sith are obviously evil and set this up now. Sunny was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments has passed, and you would do well to remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else you would state? No, my arguments are complete. Then the court will now deliberate amongst themselves. The court hereby finds Sunry innocent of the murder of the Sith Elasa. In addition, this court finds the Sith Empire guilty of conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
Your Honors, no!
Silence. The Sith Empire is hereby forced to subsidize a portion the Republic purchases on the non for a period of the next solar year. Nice. The verdict has been delivered and the trial is now over.
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, we have done all we could for you, old friend. Thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Alright, so we should get some XP for that. 500 XP, item lost, journal entry added.